Okay. Hello. But I am just going to do a final stage. I'm so relieved about. I'm so sick of doing stage makeup. You guys, I love makeup, but I don't like doing the exact same thing every single day for a whole week. Um, but I'm going to show you guys how I do my stage makeup, and I guess just talk to you about my career in theater. So I'm just going to take my Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth Primer, just because I think it'll be a good idea to have a primer for stage makeup, because it's going to keep my skin looking the best it can and keep my foundation on as long as it can. If you don't want to use a primer, that's fine. Don't use a primer. I don't always use a primer. It's up to you. And then also, I'm completely dehydrated from this week. So not only am I going to be drinking water, okay, but I'm going to apply balm. I've just got Blizzix. This is pretty heavy duty stuff. And just prep my lips because it annoys me when I'm backstage and my lips feel dry and disgusting and my lipstick is flaking off. So we want hydrated lips. So I'm just going to start with my foundations. I found my favorite full coverage mixture, long wearing full coverage mixture at that. It's my Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation mixed with my Maybelline Matte and Foundation. The colors make a perfect neutral pale color for me, and the formulas make the perfect full coverage, long wearing, not too matte, not too satin finish. So I'm taking that much of the Maybelline one, and then about 2 pumps of the Milani one. I'm just gonna mix this together with my finger. If you just want to use a BB cream or just a little bit of concealer or powder, depending on your skin type, that is fine. The whole goal here is just to even out your face and to give yourself some different colors and shapes and shadows that we'll get to in a minute, to make yourself look just put together under stage lights. So I'm just going to blend this in. I'm very high maintenance. Not all stage makeup has to be this full coverage. Actually, it depends on your studio and your directors, and your character, of course. But this is how I do it almost every single time I do stage makeup. The only thing that really changes is my lip color. And that just depends on my character. It'll either be a red or dark nude. And the reason I say dark nude and not just a regular, like, natural nude lip color is because a natural nude lip color is going to look washed out on stage. So you still are going to want, even if you're doing a natural color, you're still going to want something with a little bit of depth and contrast, just so that it appears nice under stage lights. The whole thing is that with stage makeup, even the boys should wear stage makeup, because stage lights wash you out and make you just look kind of ghostly and weird. So even if you're a dude, I could do a whole different video on how to do stage makeup on guys, because that's actually a really fun skill to do, and it's hilarious doing stage makeup on guys. I do lots of stage makeup in my drama group. If you were to just go in straight with like blush and bronzer and everything on top of plain skin, unless you have like completely clear skin, it's not gonna look that great because it's gonna muddy together with all of the redness and the pigmentation on your face. That's just how it works. You want a blank canvas before you do everything else. So you can go in with a regular concealer, but I'm just using what's left of this foundation as my concealer under my eyes. And this is an important step that you're going to want to do if you're a guy, if you're a girl, if you're going natural, if you're going heavy. You're going to want to put something under your eyes, because that is where we usually get a lot of shadows and discoloration. And that's going to want to brighten, because that's what's going to make your face look alive, not shadowy and lost. And do on every person for stage makeup is brighten that under eye area, because it's an area that tends to get lost in bright stage lights and from far away and everything. So that is a priority. Even if you're not going to do any other face makeup, at least do concealer foundation underneath the eyes to brighten it. I'm just going to wipe off that excess off the back of my hand. And now I'm going to go in with a crap ton of powder because I use a lot of powder. I suggest, especially if you put any face products on, that you set it with a powder You don't have to use as much as I'm using, clearly. This is called baking. What this is going to do is the powder cause the product to heat up, and somehow, with all the science things underneath, it's going to make it stay longer. And I find that this really gets me long wearing, smooth, flawless, locked in makeup. But of course, this is completely optional. But no matter what you're doing, I suggest you at least take a dusting of powder and put it over your face, because that's just going to keep all of your liquid products on and keep your face looking matte and smooth and staying longer under the hot lights and in the sweaty backstage and everything. Oh my gosh, you guys, our backstage is so hot. I don't know what it is. We had a lot of people last night. We ran out of seats, which is amazing. And that was a blessing. I did not expect that um that we'd run out of seats. I mean, of course, it's annoying that some people didn't get good seats and coming to see our show. So I guess I should tell you guys about the show we're doing. It's called Up the Down Staircase. It is set in like the 50s, 60s. It is about a school teacher who comes to a high school, and wants to start teaching high school students. I mean, it's very cliche and straightforward. And of course, the students give her trouble. They cause a bunch of problems. There's one trouble student that she has to deal with. It's just kind of a cliche story, but it's really powerful and really fun. It's been fun for us to do. Because it is such a simple play, we have struggled a whole lot to get it to be interesting and to get into character. Because you think, oh, everyone has heard a story like this before where it's not interesting. And our act is not interesting when we act that way. But last night, like, for our opening night was Thursday, and it was okay. I mean, we said most of our lines, got our cues, we were on a play. It was okay. Last night, we actually the energy and the enthusiasm and the excitement, and that was what made the whole it's just so good. And I'm so proud of my group last night for doing that. And so I'm hoping tonight will be the same. This group, let me tell you, if you're confused, if you know I'm homeschooled, sorry, I'm digging around this is my stage makeup bag that I've been taking. I'm just gonna go in with this LA Colors or LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil and line my brows. But if you're confused about me being homeschooled, you're like, oh, you're homeschooled and you're in a theater group? Like, how do you do that? I happen to live in a town where there is a very big homeschool community. There are lots of homeschoolers. There's a here of a couple of ladies who started as homeschool moms who started teaching a drama class. And they've been doing this for upwards of 10 years, I believe. And they are amazing, amazing directors. And they put on a production with them and teach them how to act. And it's pretty great. They are amazing teachers, and the class always pulls itself together, which is amazing because, like I said, this play is very simple, and to be honest, most of us were not very excited about it when we first received the scripts. Some of us thought that this was going to be the bad play that this group put on. We've never seen on a bad play before, and we thought this was going to be it. But no, this production week, we have pulled it together, and I am so proud of my group for that. That's just how it goes, I guess. I guess most of the time, no matter what performance group you're in, it's always simple night, pretty much. But yeah, we have a few missed cues. It's rough around the edges, but when we go in with the kind of energy that we went in last night, it doesn't even matter. You go in with that energy and that determination to be your character, and that makes a huge difference. I guess I'll talk about, my past in acting. said it was just never something that I thought about. I had no reason to, I had no experience with it. I was always more of an artist and a singer type. And I got to middle school, and I'm signing up for classes at co-op, which is a weekly homeschooler extracurricular program. I need to hold on. Creases. But I signed up at that co-op, and I signed up for a drama class with my first ever drama dance teacher, whom I still love so much, even though I don't take many of her classes anymore. I signed up for a drama class, and we formed a short scene from an old Cinderella production. We added, which was really fun, and I played one of the sisters, and one of my best friends played the stepmother, and that was my first experience drama. And it was funny. It was amateur. It was fun. It was new. It was a pretty good production. We all knew our lines. We were in character. It was so much fun to play a stepsister and to be rude and sassy. And that's how it started for me. And that same teacher did a couple of more drama classes and ended up doing a couple of music theater classes afterwards too. And I was just being like, hey, this is really my thing, like acting and singing and dancing, like I can do that. And I just loved like becoming a different person and getting to be goofy or getting to be creepy or getting to be dramatic or sad or just to be someone else. And yeah, it just grew from there. So I've really only been into the like I guess that sounds a lot when I say it like that, but compared to some people who are like, I was in a play when I was 5 and I've plays ever since. Like that's not me. Like I just started 5 years ago. But it feels like my thing. And I guess people asking me, telling me like, oh, are you gonna go to college for theater? Are you gonna go to Broadway? And I don't know. I don't know, you guys. The theater business is really, really rough. The entertainment industry in general is really rough and tough. And it's not a decision that I would take lightly to decide to go into that industry. I've been considering it for a couple of years, and I still don't know. It's a scary world out there, and even though I enjoy it and I think I'm a good actress, I honestly don't think I'm good enough to make a living out of it. Um, I honestly don't think I have the patience to try. Because everyone keeps saying, like, if you try, if you keep persisting, eventually you'll get there. And I'm like, maybe I just don't have the patience to work that hard for it. Because, I mean, I don't know what else I'd do. I, I, I just want to get a plan and we'll go with it. And I don't want to have to worry about whether or not it's going to work out. And have to worry about taking care of myself and supporting myself until then. So if something happened and I got like an amazing opportunity, got a big break and became an actress, that would be so, so cool. But for now, I'm probably going to do cosmetology. Okay, back to the makeup. I'm just filling in my eyebrows. Again, this is an optional thing. It depends on you. If you have light or sparse eyebrows, I highly suggest you at least fill them in with a little bit of a darker eyeshadow, because those are something that will get very lost under stage lights. And since I love doing heavy makeup, I'm just totally filling mine in with a bunch of pomade, getting those really, really sharp eyebrows. The character that I'm playing is at the space which the play takes place. And I'm basically like welcoming the new teacher, main character, who actually happens to be my best friend. Sorry, my thing cut out playing main character, and she's doing so amazing. She has like 300 something lines, It is insane, and she messes. It's like you can't really tell that she messed it up, and she's like the only one who notices that she messed up. But she's amazing. But anyway, my character basically shows her character around and shows her the ropes of the school, and it's really really fun. I did first. I thought she was boring. I didn't know how to play her. I didn't know how to act like a mentor because I'm not a very independent or leadership type of person. Lots of people think I am because I carry myself that way, but I'm really not. So this character was a challenge for me, and now it's so much fun to play, and I don't think I've preferred any other character. So I'm glad my teachers cast me the way they did. Um, they always know better than me. I always think I know better than them, but I'm wrong. They are always right. Um, but yeah, that's my character. She's 300 and something, and the second most is mine, and it's like 70 or 80. So that's a big jump between the. But yeah, so I guess I have a pretty big part, and so my teachers just want basically what they wanted: dramatic, beautiful eyes, flawless face, bright red lipstick. And I was like, I can do that. Like, I've done that before. I just love theater. And no matter what I still want to carry theater into my future somehow. Like, I should part time in theater, but I love theater, and that's what I want to do. So I'm just filling in my eyebrows. I know this is forever. It's because I'm being picky and because I'm talking to you guys at the same time. Um, I was going to do just a regular video, but I was too lazy to film it and I knew I wouldn't get around to editing it. And I haven't posted in a while. So I was just like, hey, let's do a live. And I was like, okay. I talk to myself a lot. I'm like, hey, Trinity, let's do this. And then I'm like, okay. Maybe it's because I'm an actress. I don't know. Are any of you guys thespians? Like, do you do theater, dancing, singing, acting, any of that? What are your experiences? Like, how long have you been doing it? Let me know. I'd love to talk about it because it really is like one of my passions at this point. Like last night after our performance that I was so proud of, that was so, so good. And after walking out on stage, smiling and having those people clap and see me perform and be someone else and do something that made people happy, I just went home and I like teared up in the or on the way. I want to do this, that, or where I'm gonna go or where I'm gonna end up, but that's just a part of me, I guess. Maybe I'll just carry it with me by being a theatrical person, which is probably never gonna change. Alright. Finally finished my eyebrows. I'm just gonna settle. Oh man, this is gonna be such a long video. 20 minutes just to do foundation and eyebrows. Are you kidding me? Where is my... I found it. Gel. And this is just my Essence Clear Brow Mascara. Theater. Mind. But yeah, tonight is the last night, and I'm so, so ready for this week to be over. As much as I love theater, It's exhausting. And I am ready for this week to be done. My whole body hurts at this point. My feet hurt from wearing heels for 3 hours every night and running across the stage and hardly being able to sit down backstage. Our backstage situation this year is so crazy because we don't have any curtains up. So we have like a tiny little corner behind the backdrops that we have to stand in so that the audience yes. And it is not comfortable because we have like 3 pairs and people. And most of those 20 people are backstage. Um, it is cool though because like it's a high school play. It's about high school. And so there's students, right? There's like 10 students, people who play students. And so they are all going on stage together because they're all in a classroom at the same time. And so as soon as they leave, like all of the rest of us who are playing like faculty just get to like relax and spread out and sprawl out in chairs. It's amazing. But whenever the star back, oh, my whole body is just, I'm physically tired, I'm mentally tired, and I'm ready. But it has been a blessing. It has, just realizing as I wiped off that bake that I didn't do eyeshadow. So I'm gonna put a little bit more powder under my eyes to catch any fallout that I might get. And then I'm gonna I've been bringing this to do stage makeup on show. Whoa, I dropped a brush. And it's all I need. It's the only eyeshadow palette I need. And other people who bring makeup, they bring like all these tiny tins of like a whole bunch of mascara, a whole bunch of lips, and a whole bunch of eyeshadows. And honestly, none of them are what I need to use for the way that I do people's makeup. And so I'm just like, that I know will work for everyone. It would be so much fun to be a makeup artist, guys. See, that's one thing that I feel a lot more confident about. Like, people are like, you should do theater. And I'm like, I don't think I can do that. But when people are like, oh, you should be a makeup artist, I'm like, that I can do. I feel confident in my makeup skills, and I know that there's a need for makeup artists everywhere. And it's something that people personally hire me to do. I don't even have to get hired by a business or any makeup artist. Be my own boss and be it would just be so great and not necessarily easy, but like I know I could do it. Has just made me so happy. Like change people, make them ready to get on stage. So for eyeshadow, basically, what you're gonna do is come back between philosophical talk and then actual makeup talk. But basically, you're just gonna want to add a shadow and a light. You're gonna want to add a darker color in the crease like this, and then maybe a lighter color, like one of these, on the lid, and call it good. That's what you'd want to do for basic stage makeup, and then add some eyeliner and lots of mascara or false lashes. But depending on your character, I'm going a lot more dramatic. Um, and I'm just doing a very natural, basic, smoke-ish eye look. It's just kind of like a wedding or prom look, like that basic, natural, flattering, but still dramatic feel. So I'm just layering up different browns and I'm gonna go in with a couple of darker ones right in this outer V. And I'm going to go over it with some of a lighter brown just to blend it out a little bit more. And then I'm going to go on a nice flattering, bright, shimmery lid color. That's really going to bring a lot of attention to the eyes, which, depending on the character, you may or may not want. For mine, that is what I want. The only difference is you wouldn't add so much in the crease if you don't want to bring that much attention. Because that's really what's going to change the depth and everything, is how dark you make the crease. If you just make the crease super light, then the will look a lot lighter. That's how. So now that I got that on, I'm going to take this color right here. It's called Obsessed. It's just a really pretty neutral tone shade. And just on with my finger all over the lid. I like that a lot. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. See how it's just, and not too much, but like it's very noticeable still. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take a couple of those darker browns on a smudger brush and bring them right up to the lower lash line. You really, even if you think you don't look good with like stuff on your lower lash line, for stage makeup, you don't want to put some, because otherwise your eyes are going to get lost and you won't be able to where your eyes start and stop. So you're going to want to add some dark eyeshadow and or some eyeliner and or some mascara. Even on guys, cutting out, I just wiped off my bake and now I'm just shimmering color to the inner corner and right underneath the brow bone. And you're going to want to do shadow because it's adding a little bit more highlighter to the tops of the brow bones. Now I'm going to move on to the face. I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on a fluffy blush brush and just adding some color and dimension to the cheekbones. This is one thing you're going to want to focus on guys, on girls. This is really important because this is what's going to give your face shape and color underneath those harsh stage lights. So you want to focus that right here where this natural shadow of the cheekbone is. You're not going to want to bring it down here because that's going to look muddy and gross. But especially on guys, focus on the jawline, especially if you're supposed to be playing like a hero or a heartthrob character or even a villain, because a sharp jawline is what's going to look really masculine and appealing on a guy. But even on a girl, that is nice to do the jawline so that your face doesn't just blend into your neck. And then the forehead and temples, just add that color there so that's not just bleh. See the difference? And on your stage lights, this difference is going to be especially noticeable. So you're definitely just going to want to add some depth and some warmth to that area of the face. And I will contour the nose with a smaller brush in a second. That is something you're also going to want to do. Because this is a very, very important step in stage makeup. Even if you don't wear makeup often, this is something you want to learn to do yourself or get someone to do for you because it is very crucial. And so, okay, upward. I'm going to clean up that line and make it brighter and sharper. So now I'm going to apply some blush. It's going to look like a lot in person, but on stage, it's just going to be normal. So a lot of blush, I know it looks ridiculous, I kind of look like a con man, but a lot of blush is important. So, now I'm going to go in with highlighter. Again, I suggest that everyone does a little bit of highlighter. I'm going to apply a lot, but not as much as I usually do on a day-to-day basis, because I don't want to look like a disco ball. So it's very sad to me to have to hold back on the highlighter for once. But yeah, I'm going to mix those two lightest shades in the Jaclyn Hill palette Even though they're eyeshadows, they make amazing highlighters. And this is just going to bring forward your cheeks and make them beautiful and just kind of glowy and soft. And it's just going to look very nice and appealing. And apply some to the nose. I don't want to do too much on the nose, because if the stage lights hit that and make it look all shiny and weird, it's just going to look weird. So, yeah, a nice light wash of this everywhere. The cheeks are where you're going to want to go heavier with it. And everywhere else, just a tiny, tiny little sweep of it. A little bit on the forehead. And then I'm going to go over the cheeks also with some of this Wet n Wild highlighter that is much brighter. And just get that glow in there. Especially if you're playing a young or beautiful young lady, or like, again, a hero, or like, there's one girl in our play who's playing like this innocent little lovesick girl, and highlighter makes her character just come to life because it looks youthful and pretty and just really nice. On a guy, you won't want to apply this much, but you'll still want to apply some because it's going to make his skin look nice and pop. Okay. So that is done. So I'm going to sweep off this ridiculous looking bake. And I need to do eyeliner. So winged eyeliner is something that you're probably going to want to do, depending on your character. And I understand that it is difficult. So if you don't feel comfortable doing winged eyeliner, you don't have to. But if there's someone you know who can do it for you, that is good. And you still need some eyeliner either way. So the actual skin, that's scary, and it is. You don't have to do this, but it really makes a difference. And then I'm just going to take some liquid eyeliner. And mine is completely messed up right now. There was a bubble on it, and my brush is really frayed. So that's disappointing. My brush is all frayed. I need a new one. It's really disappointing. That could cause problems. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to use this and hope for the best. Even though it's all frayed. This is the NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner. And I'm just going to wing it out and hope for the best. Okay. That was just luck. You guys, I have no tips for winged eyeliner other than practice. It's tricky. There's not really a way to do it. Oh, man. I'm line a little too thick, but that's okay. Just roll with it. Oh, gosh. I guess I'm gonna have big wings today. That is a little too much. I'm going to cover up the end of that because that is ridiculous. Going to take some concealer. That's not doing much. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have a huge wing today. So much for teaching you guys how to do stuff. Oh my gosh. So yeah, you know, sometimes this happens. You make your wing too big and you just have to roll with it. Okay. So that's gonna be that wing. And then I'm gonna make an inner corner. Okay, that is way too thick. Good night. I think I messed up my eyeliner yesterday or something. Because it is not making my life easy right now. Okay. So that's a lot of eyeliner. Do as I say, not as I do. So I'm gonna get this other side. Maybe. My eyeliner is all screwed up right now. It's like way too gloppy. This is so tricky. This side is coming out nice. The other side. I spoke too soon. Okay, this needs to come out a lot further to match this side. Oh, okay. That is ridiculous. Hold on just a second, please. That didn't happen. No one saw anything. Okay. See, this is fine. I'm recovering. Oh man. Okay, that is completely not my best work. But we're gonna roll with it because I do not feel like wiping off all my makeup. Alright, so point is, eyeliner is important for stage makeup. So now I'm going to take some white eyeshadow eyeliner, whatever we want to call this, and put it on what we call the waterline. This is going to really open up your eyes and make them big and noticeable. See the difference from far away? It looks like this eye is a lot bigger and more open. So especially if you have small eyes, this is a trick. Even day to day, if you want to make eyes, got like a cream or like a white eyeliner, it'll make your eyes look bigger. Okay. So now we've got eyeliner. Hold on. I'm gonna clean up this edge. It's annoying the heck out of me. And I'm going to take some setting spray. This is a personal preference thing. If you have problems with your makeup staying on, I suggest you use setting spray. And I'm going to press it in with my sponge just because that's what I like to do and that's how I make stuff stay. And I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a bright red. I suggest you use a liquid lipstick if you're doing a brighter or darker color. But I happen to have lost my favorite one, so I'm going to be using a bullet lipstick, and I'm just going to be lining my lips and being very careful. Because the thing with bullet lipsticks is because they're so creamy and soft, they tend to like bleed and get messy everywhere. So I'm just going to line my lips, and what lining will do is it'll help, give it a barrier to keep it from going everywhere. Ah! I broke it. Okay. Ignore that. lip lined. Okay. Now that we got that down and I'm looking kind of ridiculous, now I'm going to go in with the actual lipstick. Where did I put it? That is not it. There it is. I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipstick in the shade Rich Ruby, and just trying to fill this in as best I can. This tip is very blunt, so it's not that easy. I suggest using a lip brush. I'm going to be using a lipstick like this, but ain't nobody got time for that. Oh no. I got a smudger. A little smidgy. Oh no, I made it worse. Guys, I'm not a professional. You shouldn't listen to me. Hold on. I'm gonna add some highlighter. That make everything better. Okay, let's try this again. This is why I wish I had my liquid lipstick. Okay, that top lip, we'll fix that later. Okay. Let's see if we can't fix this cupid bow area. Okay. This is not my best lipstick job, but it's on. It's on. Okay. Last step that I think is important if you're a girl is mascara. So I'm going to take 2 mascaras, actually, if I can find my second one. Okay. I'm going to take my Essence Lash Princess and my L'Oreal Lash Paradise and just layer them on top of each other. And then we'll be done. Don't stab yourself in the eye with the mascara wand. I did that the other day because I was in a hurry and wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Not a fun experience. You can wear false lashes. I probably should have been wearing false lashes with the kind of look that I have going on, but I truthfully just did not have the patience to wear false lashes every Alright, so this is my finished stage makeup look. I hope it was helpful to you guys, even though most of it was just me rambling about my history in theater and my future and stuff, and less about the makeup. But I hope it was helpful slash entertaining to some of you, and I'll see you guys